If you own a home in Queens, you've likely gained about $40,000 in equity over the past year. So what's your home worth today, and what does the rest of the market look like? I'm Justin from Braithwaite Realty. Let's get into it. Part 1. What are Queens homes worth right now? The average Queens home is currently selling for $969,000. Over the past year, that's up about $40,000, a gain of just over 4%. Nationally, prices are up less than 2% over the same period, so Queens is performing better than the national market. Over the last 5 years, values have grown at a compounding rate of just over 4% a year, a total gain of about $176,000 on a typical home. If we go back 10 years, the annual rate climbs closer to 5%, a total appreciation of around $371,000. That's Queens overall. If you want to see what homes are selling for in your specific neighborhood, I've got data on all 56 Queens neighborhoods at braithrealty.com/neighborhoods. The link is in the description. But what do these prices actually mean if you're trying to buy right now? That's next. Part 2, what does a buyer need to afford a home in Queens now? At today's rate of 6.4% with 20% down, the monthly payment on a typical Queens home comes to around $4,830. A year ago, it was $4,850, so even though prices are up, the payment is a little less than it was a year ago because rates have come down. To qualify for that payment, you'd need a household income of around $207,000. If that's currently out of reach, condos and co-ops typically sell well below that, so there are plenty of opportunities at lower price points. If you may be selling in the future, I put together a free guide on the home improvements that give you the biggest return when you sell, so you know what to do and more importantly, what not to do before listing. And if you're buying, you can download a free guide on the red flags to look for on your walkthroughs so you can spot problems before wasting money on an inspection. You can find both at braithrealty.com/guides. The link is in the description. Next, let's look at current rents and how they compare to buying. Part 3, is it better to buy or rent now? The average rent in Queens is $2,930 a month. The monthly payment to buy a typical home is about $4,830. So, buying costs roughly $1,900 more per month than renting. That's a big gap. But the owner's building equity with every payment while the renter isn't unless they're investing the difference in other assets. The question isn't just what's cheaper today, it's what each dollar is doing for you long term. And before you make that call, you should know what's happening at the negotiating table right now. Part 4, who's winning at the negotiating table? Buyers are negotiating about $24,000 off the typical asking price, putting the average sale at 97.5% of list price. That's almost identical to a year ago. Sellers are still holding their pricing power. Homes are taking about 52 days to go under contract compared to 47 days a year ago, and there are about 10.5 months of supply on the market, up from about 10 months a year ago. Despite the higher supply, prices are still climbing, and the well-priced, well-marketed listings are moving. The rest are stalling out. That's where things stand right now. If you want to go deeper, here's what I got for you. I rank every Queens neighborhood on my site, the most expensive, the fastest appreciating, where prices are falling, plus the best months to list, and prices broken down by property type. That's at braithrealty.com/Queens. The link is in the description. And if you want to know exactly where your home fits into these numbers, you can book a free strategy call. My listings sell on an average of 24 days at 102.8% of asking price. That link is in the description. If you're interested in buying a property, you just heard the numbers. Rates are down, your payment is actually cheaper than it was a year ago. There's inventory and room to negotiate. You can use the same link to schedule a strategy call. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe. I do this every single month so you always have the most up-to-date information. I'm Justin Braithwaite, and I'll see you next month.